So looking at question 12, a researcher randomly selects and measures the volumes of the contents of 10 bottles of cough syrup. Assume the sample is taken from a normally distributed population. So the 99% confidence interval for the standard population, sigma, is developed. So we have this confidence interval, so 0.0242 to 0.0458. So the population standard deviation of the volumes of bottles should be less than 0.019 fluid ounces. So what they're saying is the actual standard deviation should be less than 0.019. So does the confidence interval for sigma, in other words, this should stand for such your population standard deviations. So does this suggest that the variation of the bottles is in an acceptable level? So this is what they did. This is the sampling. So the sampling basically, if you look at it percent-wise, if you move the decimal over, that's like 2.4% to 4.5%. What they're saying is there's this point, you should be less than 0.019%. So notice that 0.019% is actually over here somewhere. So 0.019 is over here. That's like 1.9%. They're saying the population standard deviation should be something like this over here. So based on our data, our levels are over here, but they should be over here. So to me, what I'm picking up on is this is not acceptable. So this is not acceptable. We should be less than 0.019, and we're not. So something to that effect is what I'm picking up on. So our sampling shows us that we're in this interval, but our population is supposed to be less than 0.019. So we're not in an acceptable level through our sampling. So we need to be going back to the drawing board and checking some things out. So that's kind of what we're looking at on question 12.